Hey everyone, welcome back to another Anime Kingdom review on Bungo Stray Dogs. As you see by the title below, this is on episode 6. And I really like the atmosphere in this episode. It definitely had that same feeling that it did in the last one, pretty much being that it's a detective kind of thing going on, trying to figure out. Last one was a murder, this one's kidnappings and everything. And I don't know, I just like, watching those kind of detective stuff. It's always pretty interesting to me, and it was pretty interesting to see, the different. This one was more focused on Kunikita, along with, of course, Dazai and Atsushi. And that's another thing I really enjoy, is watching the dynamic interaction between them. I really feel the chemistry between those three work really well together. And the episodes with other people, they're still good, but I really like watching the episodes that have those three, together. They really mix well together and make the show pretty damn good. The comedy in this one was still really good. At first, before I was like, I wonder if I'm still gonna like the comedy in this, since it's pretty much always the same thing with, especially when there's Dazai and Kunikita in there. It's always Dazai trying to commit suicide. This one, of course, him eating, mushroom, and that one was kind of a different take. And the last one was a different take too. How they found him in the water and he wasn't really, trying to commit suicide. This one, he ate a mushroom and it's actually not even poisonous to where he would die. He was just pretty much he was delusional. So it's pretty cool how they get a different type of view of, different. That's one thing I like. I thought it was always just him trying to commit suicide, but this one, so far, each one has made it different, done it differently, and pretty much still having the, still making me laugh, that's for sure. And then, of course, normal Dazai teasing Kunikita and a whole bunch of things. Kunikita, we learned about everything in his ideal book, pretty much learning, like, stuff like his ideal woman and that whole thing with, like, a 6-year thing, and then he's got like 4 more years and he'll marry a girl, and I'm just like, dang, what the hell? Atsushi's just like, okay, including when he read something about the ideal woman in the book and he's like, you got a problem? It's always just funny to see those interactions, including seeing how, it could be serious one moment, like when they found the kidnapped girl in the water, saved her, and it's pretty, like this, the atmosphere of the area and like what was happening, she was gonna drown, was like so serious and everything. And then Kunikita asked him, like, what is your look on this situation? And he's like, well, she looks pretty sexy right now. And I'm just cracking up. She's like, oh. And Kunikita's like, what the hell? And like, that's one thing I always love. Dazai's, personality always, it complements Kunikita really well, because Kunikita's always got this serious kind of thing. And Dazai's got serious, yet he makes some stupid comment out of nowhere that just like catches you off guard. And literally, so far, it's got me cracking up every single time. But yeah, it was just interesting to see this episode overall, the whole detective atmosphere to it, finding the kidnapping, learning that, I actually did not expect it to be the driver, to be honest. At first, when they were going to go look, I thought it was going to be their informant, to which we learned a little bit of backstory on that as well, about the Uzura King and how Kunikita kind of feels it was his fault and everything. And I could see why he would think that, but man, it's not your fault, Kunikita. But yeah, of course, that's why he's being, kind of being like a father figure to that informant and giving him jobs and stuff. And pretty much we find out that the killer, or the person kidnapping, was actually, the driver, which I honestly didn't expect, because it didn't really show much of him or talk much of him. And he's like the person that knows everything. So I would like, why would you risk your job with them? They seem like nice guys. You probably get good pay and everything, right? Yeah. But he ends up doing this, and he ends up making a mistake. Port Mafia comes in. I don't know why he's running away. He asked them for their, protection, and he runs away. That makes sense. But then it was cool to see, like, this time it was Kunikita in action, more in action. See him use a flashbang. Him against Octagara. What was his name? It was Octagawa. Pretty much him coming in. I was actually not expecting that. The action in this episode was actually really fast. But still, just in that short amount of time they had the action, it was pretty badass seeing Kunikita against him in his own fighting style. Obviously, he doesn't like to kill, and he uses a bullet to, hit the water in the back, make a stun gun, and just messes him up. And then, of course, the cops are coming, so that was the end of the engagement, which was just a pretty dang cool thing. Like, honestly, I didn't know how Kunikita would match up against him. Obviously, Dazai can do it because his power is just OP. He could just, no powers here. Then, of course, we got, Atsushi's power being a dang crazy tiger. So I can't wait to see more of that as well. I can't wait to see more powers in action against each other. That's what I want to see. Probably going to see it more later on in the future. But of course, the next episode we do know is going to be trying to stop that bomb attempt. There's going to be a bomb somewhere. They're going to have to stop it. I'm wondering who they're going to bring in for this one. Is there going to be someone new coming that has some ability to do something with bombs? Maybe, I don't know. So far, they've been pretty dang pretty dang cool. Every single one I've seen so far has been pretty dang cool, and I can't wait to see if there's more. Especially, I want to see if there's more on the bad sides, because mostly we've seen Octagawa, and then I think that was we saw those other guys that ended up being pushovers and everything. But yeah, I want to see more bad guys coming in and everything, and I want to see more of like Dazai's connection to the Port Mafia. I wonder if everyone knows that. You know, I'm pretty sure they do. It's a detective agency. They probably do know. But yeah, I can't wait to see more of something like that connection between him and the Port Mafia. See maybe him against Octagawa again or something like that. But yeah, overall, that's all I really gotta say about the episode. Overall, pretty good episode. Comedy's still, going good for me. Honestly, don't know about you, but that's how I feel. I love the serious atmosphere in this one, the detective atmosphere kind of thing going on. I can't wait to see. I wonder what's going to be more in the future. What different types of things will go on in the future. This is episode 6, so we have hit the midway point of the whole thing. So I'm wondering where the direction for this story is going. Are we going to have more clashes with the, Port Mafia, or is it kind of, so far it's been just random things going on all over the place, random different events. Mostly it's kind of they're introducing more of the people, and just by seeing the fact that it showed these 3 again, pretty much probably means that it's going to be going on a main story line now. So I can't wait to see what's in store for the future for that. So yeah, that's all I really gotta say, guys. So hope you guys enjoyed this Anime Kingdom review. If you have any questions, feel free to comment below. If there's anything else you want to talk about, comment below as well. And yeah, till next time, guys. See ya.